I'm Mitchell Grushek.
I'm Justin Bankovich.
I'm Derek Burkett.
And I'm Christian Kirk.
And these are the DuBois Beavers joining us on D9 Media Day. Guys, welcome. All right, so let's get right into it. As we get into this season, how are you guys going to define success for yourselves this year?
I think the big thing is just staying as a team. You got to be a team in order to win football games, and that's what it's going to take.
1 week at a time. Each week we'll gain more respect, I think.
Just being a family, winning games, just trusting each other and doing your job.
I agree. 1 week at a time. You can't let a loss put you down. You can't get too high after a win. You just got to keep moving on week by week.
Yeah, and as we look back on last year, for you guys, who's the one or maybe two players from last year's team that you're going to have to replace this year, and how are you guys going to replace those guys?
I think, honestly, you're going to have to replace everybody from that senior class. They all contributed in different ways. There's not really one or two individuals. I mean, they all helped in their ways, and it's definitely going to have to replace those guys.
We're definitely a new team, new strengths, new things we can work with.
Yeah, like he said, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of very good people that contributed to our wins and the way we played football. So it's going to be hard to replace them all, but I think we got it handled.
I agree. There were a lot of leaders we had last year, but obviously us new seniors got to step up and take their spots.
You guys talked about having some confidence and being a new team as we head into the season. As we're going in, what position group are you guys most confident in heading into the season?
Well, I'm confident in the linemen. That's because I play there with all the guys, and I know them real well, and I know that they can do their job.
I have to be confident in our linebacker core just because I see what we can do. We're gritty, we're a tough group of guys.
I'm confident in the wideouts and the D-backs. I know they're a good, strong foundation. They can do their jobs. They're not worried about getting their name in the newspaper. They're just worried about doing their job.
I agree with Justin. Our linebackers should be really tough and physical, pounded right at them.
And then on the flip side, what position group are you most concerned about as we head into the season?
I don't think there is a concern, really. I mean, I trust every position, and that's one thing about being a team is you got to trust everybody out on that field with you, and I trust everyone.
We all have the same goal, so I'm not concerned. Everyone's going to step up.
I trust everybody, all their positions. We've grown really close. We know each other. We know what we can do. We know our strengths. We know our weaknesses. So I don't have any concerns. I believe we'll be all right.
I agree. I think we're only as good as our weakest link, but I think we should be fine. We don't really have anyone too bad.
And we kind of got ourselves back onto a normal off-season schedule this year as compared to this time last year, a lot of uncertainty and things like that. How beneficial has it been to kind of get back on track with things going into the season?
It's been a lot better, obviously. Just going back to about a normal schedule, as normal as you can get it as right now. It definitely helps, definitely working out with the guys every day, and it's been much better.
It's huge being able to go to practice every day and seeing more people show up and less concerns, being able to work.
Yeah, it's awesome going to practice every day, lifting all winter and all spring, and then the morning workouts, getting a brotherhood formed, getting a family started, just getting a good foundation for our senior class and kids that are younger than us.
I agree. Last year we couldn't start until about July with workouts and stuff, but this year we've been going after school all spring since June on. So I think that's helped us.
And how important is it to be able to get those team workouts in the off season as opposed to just kind of showing up on the first day of fall camp as your first time together?
Yeah, I mean, the team, is everything, really. I mean, you win as a team, you lose as a team. So being a team is definitely big.
It's huge. You get so much farther ahead in the off season. You can tell the difference, who's been working on the first day.
You can, like he said, you can tell who's actually wants it and who's just there just to be there. You can tell who wants to win and all that. So it's huge being able to get a bond going with your teammates.
Obviously, it helps with technique, plays, and all that. But I think the bond is better than anything else. Being with each other all summer.
A couple of you guys mentioned, being able to see who's been there all summer and things like that. As you look back on the off season, getting ready for camp, who do you think has made the biggest gains so far this off season, either individually or as a position group?
I think the incoming sophomores to juniors, I think they buy in on our senior class that we want to win. So they're definitely there with us, and they're definitely ready to go with us.
everyone who showed up in the off season was better if they didn't come. So I think everyone improved on themselves.
Like Mitch said, all the young kids are buying into the senior group, and that's very important for us to be great leaders for them, and them coming up through for them to be able to win games.
I think everyone that's been here every day, you can see a huge difference.
And a couple of you guys talked about, some of those younger players buying into the team and the leadership group. How important is it for you guys to kind of show them, the DuBois way of doing things and getting them to get on the team and buy into those things?
Well, there is no lie. This is our last year, so we want to leave a good base down for them to follow after us and for them, the kids after them. I mean, that's what we have to do and leave a good foundation.
I mean, it's huge, yeah, because it's our last year, but I want them to succeed in the future too. So we need to show them so they can do it, and then show the next ones. Just keep going.
It's super important to show them how being a leader can not only impact football, but what you ever do in life in general. Just being able to be a leader, step up and do the right thing, do your job, even if there's not very many benefits out of it that you won't get recognized for. It's super important.
Honestly, helping them now will help us for this season, but especially then for the next seasons, and can show them how to lead kids after that, and we'll just keep continuing on the tradition.
We talked a little bit about kind of getting back to normal, and part of that normalcy is, getting back to a regular season schedule of weekly games. Who on your schedule, as you look through, are you kind of circling on the calendar, all right, we know these guys are going to give us a big challenge this year?
I mean, anybody you play in District 9, they're going to give you a challenge. I mean, that's just how this district is. I mean, so we're going to go week by week and play each game at a time, but each week is definitely its own competition.
Clearfield's week 1. That's all I'm nervous about. It's a good rivalry game. That's the game for me right now.
Just focus on week 1. Whoever wants it more is going to go get it.
I'm just ready for Clearfield, first game.
All right, and last thing, guys, what are you most looking forward to about this season?
I think the biggest thing is having the fans back. Just a full crowd behind you and the community is probably the biggest thing.
One last ride with my senior class, and this is really it.
To win games. That's what I look forward to the most.
Last season.
All right, the DuBois Beavers, guys, thanks for stopping by. Good luck this year.
Thank you.